Hi everyone, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Blair and today's video is just a sitting down and trying some new makeup I've gotten recently. I have a whole basket here full of drugstore products that I got recently in my Ulta haul, and I just wanted to sit down and try them all out with you guys. So if you're interested in some new drugstore makeup and just getting ready with me, please keep watching and let's go ahead and get started. I have not applied my sunscreen yet, so I figured I would just do that right now. You guys, you probably, or maybe you didn't notice, but I did not have a video go up last week. Yeah, it was a bad week, just a really, really bad week in more ways than one. Yeah. I was not in a good mental space, and it's really hard for me to film when I'm not feeling good mentally. It's just really hard for me to do because I'm not fake and I don't want to be fake and pretend like I feel good when I don't. So we're going to go ahead and apply some sunscreen. This is the CeraVe Ultra Light Moisturizing Lotion with SPF 30. This is actually the first time I've filmed, I think, in 2 weeks, which is crazy because this may be the longest I've ever gone without filming or close to it. But yeah, last week was not a good week, and I actually had one video filmed that I tried to sit down and edit, but I just could not get into the right frame of mind, and when I'm not in the right frame of mind, I am really hard on myself in my videos, so I just decided to delete it and start over this week because I just wasn't feeling it. Anyway, but I'm really happy to be filming today. I hope you guys have been doing well, and we're just gonna sit down and chat today. Also, did want to address something you guys might not even notice it on camera, but of course I have two, not one, but two cold sores on my mouth right now, and they are 100% from stress. I've always had them my whole life. I've always struggled with getting them, and if I get really stressed, 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna get a cold sore. It's just the way it is. And this time I got 2, which has just been wonderful. But they are luckily better today. I had one down here that is pretty much gone. Close up you can see it, it's still there, but it's not too bad. This one up here was much bigger and worse. If you've ever had cold sores, I hate to go off on a tangent about cold sores, fever blisters, whatever you want to call them. They're one of those things that once you get them, you kind of are going to get them for the rest of your life, most likely. I actually went quite a while without getting one, but this last week was just a lot. I should have known they were coming, and not 1, but 2. So that was another reason. I was like, do I want to sit down and film? No one wants to look at my cold sores, but you know what? It's okay, because this is real life, and I'm not perfect, and that's okay. Just gonna go in with some of my Ole Henriksen Banana Bright Eye Cream, which I really need all the help I can get, because I also haven't been sleeping very well, and yeah, but I'm feeling a little bit better today, so I'm happy to sit down and film. Alright, so I want to do the eyes first today, and what I wanted to use is this. I got this recently. It's the Maybelline Nudes of New York eyeshadow palette, and I just love the colors in here, and I always hear people talking about this palette just as a really good drugstore option. I don't have too many drugstore palettes, so I want to use this today, and I'm going to do my eyes first today. I'm going to take a little bit of the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in the shade Light Peach and just put a little bit of that on my eyelids. And then I'm just going to blend this in. Alright, I'm first going to go in with this shade. This top does not bend back all the way, so it's really hard to show you. I'm going to go in with this shade right here. It's called Soloist, and it's the lightest shade in the palette. And we're just going to put this all over my eye. I don't think I've ever tried Maybelline eyeshadows before. If I have, I don't remember at all. But this palette gets really, really good reviews for a drugstore palette. I don't have many eyeshadow palettes from the drugstore that I like. So I really wanted to try this to see if this is a good staple to have if you're a neutral lover like I am. Now I'm going to go in with the shade next to it, which is called Creator. It's just a really nice neutral matte brown. And I'm going to put this in my crease. Okay, this one is blending really, really easily, which is a good sign. Sometimes that's where you run into problems with some drugstore eyeshadows, is they're very hard to blend and can get kind of patchy. But this one is blending really pretty. So something really random, I guess it's not random, but something I wanted to share with you guys is about 2 weeks ago, I started watching videos on YouTube about minimalism, and specifically with your closet and your wardrobe and just your clothes in general, and having kind of like you hear the capsule wardrobe. I just kind of got really interested in that whole concept, and I just started watching tons and tons of videos. Specifically, I think her name is Style Apotheca. Hold on, I'll tell you. Yes, Style Apotheca. I will put her YouTube name and link it in the description box, but I started watching her videos and she was talking about how she is trying to get out of debt and how she kind of had a shopping problem. And it's just not something you hear a whole lot about, especially on YouTube. I feel like, you know, you see a lot of haul videos and you see a lot of, you know, trying new products, which I love that kind of stuff. And I definitely fall for that kind of stuff. But anyway, she was talking about how she had a shopping problem and she, you know, really wanted, or she was struggling with the idea of the capsule wardrobe. And her videos are kind of just her talking about like her struggles and doing a low buy, you know, that you hear around this time of year, every year pretty much on YouTube. But she talks about it and she shows herself cleaning out her closet in several of her videos. And I don't know what happened, but it's like somebody else took over my body and I went into my closet, and I'm not kidding you, I got rid of more than I kept. And I should have filmed it, but I was in such a, I don't even know how to explain it. I was in like some kind of trance, and I just was focused in on getting rid of things and only keeping things that I absolutely loved. Now I'm going to go in with the shade Explorer, which is right here. I got obsessed with the idea of the capsule wardrobe and just having a really minimal wardrobe. And I went into my closet, and I am not kidding you, I went for it. I did not hold back. I got rid of so much stuff, and it was the best feeling I've felt in a long time. You know, you don't realize how much your stuff and clutter and just your surroundings and your environment really affect how you feel. And I think a lot of times we just kind of get used to, you know, clutter and having excessive amounts of things. And not that there's anything wrong with that. If that's what you like, then that's totally fine. But I do think there's something to be said for a clear space and a very curated collection of things. And that kind of brings me to my next point, which is after I did this with my closet, I then went through my whole bathroom. I went through my skincare and my hair care, and I did the same thing. I got rid of so much stuff. I reorganized everything, and it was the most satisfying experience. And again, I should have filmed it while I was doing this, but like I said, I was just kind of in like a zone and just went in and did it. I mean, it was so nice, and I have not regretted it one bit since I did it. And truly, I found when I go in my closet now, or when I go in my bathroom, anytime I get dressed or anything, I feel just calmer. Does that make sense? I just feel not as stressed. And I mean, I did the same thing with my activewear. I went through all that. I know where all my stuff is now. I cleaned out things, and it really felt so good. And I am so happy that I did it now. So I just wanted to share that with you. If you've been wanting to kind of go through your stuff and get rid of things, make the time and do it, because you don't realize how much things can weigh you down and make you not feel very good. So I just want to encourage you, if you have been thinking about, you know, cleaning something out, and you can start really small, like start with something pretty easy for you to clean out. Because when you get to your clothes and things, some people, you know, hold on to clothes for sentimental reasons, which I understand. But if you can ever get past that and only keep the things that you absolutely love, like without a doubt in your mind you would never get rid of, you'd be amazed how you feel. Okay, let's go ahead and fill in my eyebrows. I'm going to use my e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. And I use the shade Neutral Brown, if you're wondering. And I'm just going to lightly fill them in so I can kind of see my eyeshadow shape. Sorry if this video is kind of all over the place. I just have so many thoughts I've been having that I kind of wanted to share in this video. This is something really positive actually that I've been doing, and I wanted to share this with you also. I have talked about this before, but I'm not someone that enjoys working out. I don't enjoy exercise. I would love to be that person that loves to exercise, but I've just never been that person. I did not play a sport in high school or anything ever. I'm just not a sports kind of girl. Exercise has always been something I kind of struggled with, just because I just don't enjoy it. I've never been able to find something that I don't hate. And you'll know, if you are trying to be better about exercising, the worst thing you can do is try to do something that you hate and expect yourself to do it over and over and over and over. So in the 1st of January, I started doing Sydney Cummings workouts here on YouTube. Some of you may know who she is. I will link her in the description also. She's in amazing shape, obviously, but she posts a new workout on her YouTube channel every day at 5 a.m. And each month she does like a new program, and she had a new program for January, and Today was actually the last day of that program, and I actually did every single day. I did it every single day. I did not skip one, and I don't even know how to explain how good that has made me feel mentally. So I've really been trying really hard every day to commit to doing these workouts, and I actually did it. I've attempted to do these kinds of things in the past, but I almost always end up getting sick of it and quitting like halfway through. But this time I did not, and I gotta say I feel 1,000 times better when I do some kind of workout every day. And her workouts are different, obviously, every day. Sometimes they're 30 minutes, sometimes they're 60 minutes, 40 minutes. She does HIIT, upper body, lower body, abs, cardio. She does everything. It's all things that you can obviously do at home. She also gives you like modifications for everything. If she's doing an exercise that maybe you can't do, she'll give you a modification, which is really nice. And I've just really enjoyed her workouts. So I just wanted to share that with you. If you're looking for something you can do at home, if you're not a gym person like me, I do not like the gym. I don't like anything about it. I don't like having to get up and go and drive myself there. I don't like it once I'm there. I don't like working out with other people. I just don't. So this has been like the perfect thing for me. I can really see a difference in just a month, truly. So if you're looking for a new way to incorporate exercise in your life every day, please check out Sydney Cummings. I'll put her, like I said, in the description box, but I just really enjoy her, and she's super motivating. I just love her, and I've been enjoying it, so I wanted to share that with you guys too. And then of course I have to use my Wow Brow in, let's see, medium brown. Sorry if this video is really rambly. I just haven't filmed anything in, like I said, like 2 weeks, maybe a little bit more than 2 weeks, and I've just had so many thoughts that I've been thinking the past few weeks, and I'm thinking I want to talk about that in my next video. So hopefully you don't mind all the chattiness. Let's do a little bit of my favorite new thing, which is a little wing. So I'm going to use this Wet n Wild Kohl eye pencil, and the shade is Simma Brown Now. I'm going to take my pencil and put just a tiny bit on the outer corner, like just a little teeny bit. And then take my BK Beauty 208, like always, and get a little bit of the pencil on my brush. And I'll just keep my eye open and create my little wing. My pencil is not super great for this step. It's okay, but kind of hard to work with. All right, let's move on to the face. I don't have a drugstore corrector sitting here, so I'm going to use my Bobbi Brown in the shade Bisque, because I really need some help under my eyes here. So like I said, I haven't been sleeping super well, so I need all the help I can get with my corrector. For the face, I have two things. One of them you've seen me use already, but I want to use this first. This is a new product I got recently from Ulta. It's the Milani Glow Hydrating Skin Tint, and I actually have not seen anyone talk about this. And I think this just came out. This is the lightest shade. This is the shade Fair to Light. I want to say this only came in 4 or 5 shades, which kind of sucks, but I wanted to use this and see how this works. This also says it's 29% squalene, which is very interesting to me. It's supposed to have electrolytes, and it's a coconut water blend. It says it's an ultra luminous skin tint with sheer to light coverage that melts into your skin for a naturally dewy glow. So I'm going to use this, and if I want a little more coverage, I'm going to use the new e.l.f. CC cream. I've been loving this stuff. Oh, it's very liquidy. It's very, very thin, very watery looking. So yeah, this is not going to give a lot of coverage at all, I don't think. But I'm just going to dot this all over my face. And then I'll just get whatever is left on my hand directly on my brush. This is the IT Cosmetics Airbrush Blurring Foundation Brush. This does have a smell to it. Kind of smells like coconut to me. I could be wrong, but I'm sure someone has used this in a video, but I have not heard anyone talk about this product. And I remember when I found it in store at Ulta, and it was in the very back of the store on a little end cap by itself. I don't know why. It's like it should have been up at the front because it was new, but anyway, I'm just gonna blend this out. So it definitely, as you blend it, you get a pretty strong coconutty smell. So just take that into consideration if you're sensitive to smells. Definitely super glowy, which I personally love. I don't mind that at all. Okay, so as you can see, there's not very much coverage at all. It's honestly exactly what it says, a skin tint with very, very little tint, like you can see. Gives me a lot of glow, which I like. It's a very natural looking glow. I wish it had SPF in it. That would be nice. Yeah, so it's pretty, but definitely not going to get much coverage from this product. So it depends on what you're looking for. But I'm thinking it may be pretty underneath a little bit of the CC cream. I am going to take a little bit of this. And I've been using like half a pump of this when I've been using it, because this is actually probably even less than half a pump, but it's just so thick and it gives a lot of coverage. Truly, 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 you don't need a lot. And then I'm just gonna get what is left again on my brush and kind of bring that down my neck. Since this color is definitely a little bit yellow for me, but it works. Zoomed in a little bit so hopefully you can see a little bit better. And as you can see, I used, that was not even half a pump of the e.l.f. CC cream, I don't think. I would say that was like a fourth of a pump. And you can see what kind of coverage you get from it. I mean, you do not need a lot of that product unless you just want a really full coverage. I mean, look at that. That was hardly any product at all. It's crazy. I love this stuff. If you haven't tried it yet, I've seen mostly positive reviews on it. I have seen a few people say they thought it was really drying. I have not found this to be drying at all, but I do prep my skin really well before I apply makeup. So I don't know. Maybe that's why, but I've been loving this. For concealer, I'm just going to use the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer I used on my eyes as a base, and I've been really getting more into this actually. I've always liked it, but now I really, really like it. And this color, for me, I've really been liking. One thing I do know about this concealer is if you want more coverage from it, you need to let it sit on your face for a minute before you blend it out, because I do think if you blend it out too quickly, you get much more of a light to medium coverage, whereas if you leave it, you definitely can get more of a full coverage. I'm going to use, look how big this sponge is, you guys. This is one of the e.l.f. sponges, and I actually have two. I have like the face sponge, or I don't know what this is called, like the total face sponge, and then this one that's pointy on the end. But when you dampen these, they get so large. It's so funny. So I'm just blending this out. See how easy that was to blend, and you get a lot of coverage if you let it sit for a second. I'm going to take a little bit more of the concealer because I really need some help under my eyes. And then I'm going to take a little bit anywhere where I want a little more coverage. And then I'm just going to use my foundation brush and stipple that in. And then I'll use my sponge. This sponge is so nice. It's almost too big for under your eyes though. Okay, now I'm going to take a little bit of powder. And I'm going to use this, but I don't know what's happening with this powder. This is also by e.l.f. It's the Sheer Tint Finishing Powder, but I guess, is this hard pan? I feel like I've heard people talk about before. Something weird is happening, like on the top of it. It's like it has like a layer of something just sitting there. I don't know. I like this powder, but I don't know why it's happening. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this all over my face just to kind of set everything down. Also going to take a little bit of this under my eyes. So I just want to make sure I don't have any little creases. I do have a new bronzer to try. This is the Maybelline City Bronzer. I've always wanted to try this. I just never have. So I got this one. This one is the really cute New York packaging. I think this is limited edition. But this one is in the shade 200. I think this is the medium shade. Yeah, I think this is the medium shade. I've always wanted to try this. Kind of curious to see how it compares to my Milani Silky Matte Bronzer, because that is probably my favorite drugstore bronzer that I own. This one is definitely a little bit warmer than my Milani one, but it's pretty. Yeah, it's definitely a little bit warmer. That's nice. You guys have to let me know if you've tried the new butter bronzer from Physicians Formula, the one that's matte. I forget, they have a name for it, but I can't think of what they named it. Let me know if you've tried that. I'm very curious about that. Because I've seen a few reviews, but not too many. That's pretty. I like that. Okay, next let's do some blush. This is not new, but it's drugstore. It's one of my favorite drugstore blushes. It's the e.l.f. Primer-Infused blush in the shade Always Punchy. It's a really pretty corally pink, and I love this one. These are super, super pigmented, so I'm trying to use like a very, very small amount. You do not need a lot of these. So pretty though. Perfect. And let's see, what else do I have in here? I also got these from e.l.f. These are the No Budge shadow sticks. And I got 3 of them. I got this one, which is Champagne Crystal. I think it's just a really light, shimmery color. There it is there. I don't know if you can even see that, but it's pretty. And then I also got this gold one. This is Golden Goddess. I've used this one already. This is just a really pretty true yellow gold. And then the last one I got is the really pretty purple Rich Amethyst. And this doesn't really go with my look today, so I'm not going to use this, but I'll swatch it for you. Probably use these or use this in another video. Ooh, so yeah, that's pretty. So there they are. Really nice. They're really creamy, really easy to work with. And I've really been liking them. So I'm going to take the champagne crystal one, and I'm just gonna pop this in my inner corner. Yeah, so I'm just popping a tiny bit of this in my inner corner. I'll use these on my eyes in another video, but I have used the gold one already, and I really, really like this. Let's do a little bit on the lower lash line now. I'm gonna go back into my Maybelline palette, and I'm gonna take the shade Creator again, which is the matte brown. And I'm just gonna take a little tiny bit of this on my bottom lash line. And then I'm gonna take a tiny, tiny bit of the dark brown self-starter. And I'm gonna take a little bit of this on the outer half of my bottom lash line. I think that's all I'm gonna do. I wanna not put too much on the lower lash line. Pretty impressed with this palette, guys. This is pretty good. I didn't use all the colors in here, but for drugstore and blendability and everything, this is pretty impressive. So I'm happy that I got that. Okay, for mascara, I have this one, and I know you guys have seen this because this has literally been everywhere. It's blown up, I think because of TikTok. I don't know. I'm not on TikTok, so I don't know, but I know that everybody has been talking about this, the Maybelline Lash Sensational Sky High Mascara. Supposedly this is amazing, and I have had this for quite a while and I just haven't used it. I wanted to save it and use it in a video, and since then it has blown up and gotten extremely popular. So this is it. This, I really love the packaging. It's the same color as the original Lash Sensational packaging. This one, I believe, yeah, it's a pretty skinny wand. It's very flexible, but it's just a really basic mascara wand. The original Lash Sensational I really love, but it has a curved wand. So I'm very excited to try this. Wow. Okay, right off the bat, I can tell this is a very thin, liquidy mascara. I can just tell by how it's applying through my lashes. And yeah, the wand is very light and flexible, so you could definitely really get in there with this one. Oh, wow. That's just not even very, that's one pretty light coat there. Wow, that is nice. I'm gonna do another coat. I think with this kind of mascara formula, you can definitely kind of build it up, which I love in a mascara. Oh yeah, that's really nice. Look at that. Super lengthening, super easy to apply too. Well, I can see why people have been loving this. This is definitely more of a lengthening mascara, I would say. And I will say I do have pretty long lashes right now. I've been using New Lash on my lashes, and it's really, really working. So my lashes are pretty long right now, but this is nice, you guys. Wow, I really like this. Oh, I love how buildable this is. That's like one of my favorite things about mascaras that I love, is you can apply multiple layers and they don't get really clumpy, which this one does not at all. Ooh, wow. Okay, that is so nice, you guys. Wow. Okay, I can definitely see why people have been loving this. This may be a new favorite mascara for me. I might even like this better actually than this one. I tried this in one of my last videos, the Lancome Lash Idol. Really like this one, but honestly, I might like this one a little bit better. I'm gonna put some on my lower lash line now, or on my lower lashes, I mean. Love this for sure. I can already tell. One thing I have heard about this is it's hard to remove at night. So I've heard some people say it's a tubing mascara. I don't know if it actually is, but I have heard some people say it does take a little bit of work to get off. So I'm curious to see how that is later when I take my makeup off. Last but not least, we have some lip products. Oh, I also have the e.l.f. Lash It Loud mascara. I'll have to try that in another video. But I have 2 new lip liners and a new lipstick. So for the lips, I have this. This is the Milani Easy Liner Retractable Pencil for lips in the shade Most Natural. I think this is a new lip liner for Milani. I do have the Milani, I think they're the Color Statement lip liners. I have those, but they're not retractable. So I think this is a new lip liner for them. But this is, like I said, the shade Most Natural, and this is going to be kind of tricky with these lovely friends that I have on my mouth, but it's okay. So I'm going to wow, really, really creamy. I like that. This is where it's gonna get interesting with this lovely cold sore. So I'm kind of overlining my lip on the top and kind of going over where the cold sore is. I'm not really going over it, like over it, I'm going above it, kind of. See if that, I don't know, not gonna hide it, but that's okay. And for the lips, I want to use this. This is by Revlon, and this is, what is this called? The Revlon Super Lustrous Lip Shine, and this is in the shade 20 Nude Illuminator. I think when I swatched this before, yeah, it's actually just like a creamy lip balm, which I love, and it'll be good because right now my lips are not happy with me, so. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. This is so moisturizing feeling. Ooh, and it's really pretty with that lip liner. Wow, I really like that. Oh, that's nice. Definitely try these out if you haven't. I don't think I've tried anything. I don't think I've tried lip products from Revlon before, but wow. That is really nice and hydrating. I like that a lot. All right, guys, that's it for this video. This is the finished look. I'm sorry I was kind of all over the place in this video. I feel like I just talked about everything, but these are just things that have been on my mind, and I haven't filmed in a few weeks, so I just decided to sit down and talk to you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. As far as my thoughts on these products, mascara, I think you saw. I love it. The Nudes of New York from Maybelline, very, very impressive. Really, really like that. For a drugstore eyeshadow palette, I like that a lot. The Milani skin tint, I would pass on, to be honest. I love Milani, but this is not something that I think that you need. It's basically a moisturizer, a glowy moisturizer with just a little tiny bit of color to it, which you could get that by using your regular moisturizer and mixing like a liquid illuminator in with it. So this I would probably pass on. Not super impressed with that. Obviously, I love the e.l.f. CC cream. This is fantastic. Love it. And this lip combo, absolutely love, especially this from Revlon, the Super Lustrous Shine Lipstick in the shade Nude Illuminator. Love this so much. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you want to see from me coming up. I have, like I said, I'm going to be doing lots of Shop My Stash videos and Full Face of Nothing New, that kind of thing. I do have a few more new products that I do want to film videos on. But I hope you guys liked the video. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I feel so much better now that I sat down and filmed and just put on some makeup. So I hope you enjoyed. If you liked it, please make sure to give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and go follow me on Instagram at the same username, simply.blair. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Remember, simply be you. Bye.
Sunday morning, waking up with you. We got no plans, we got nothing to do.